The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Wentz first play going right to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the
A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Howell throwing on first down here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth. And that executed well, a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy game right there.
4th down. Howell. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by Sly. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Commanders 14, Chargers nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
at the 34-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Carter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one. On first down, Justin Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Justin Herbert looking to pass. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second down and goal. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
The score, Commanders 17, Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Howell to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, man, that was close. An opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing here, Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Howell out of the shotgun. Steps away and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And Howell will throw it. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. One last shot before the break. Howell looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Commanders go nearly the length. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Finding space at the 40. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st down, Howell. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10, Howell. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Chargers. Keenan Allen, 49 yards. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story McPherson mythology, that's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Mike Williams. 28 yards. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Powell throwing on first down here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run here for J.D. McKissic. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4. Powell. And this one too low.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he's got room. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
47-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 20. 5, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Chargers 23.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down.
Man open left side. It's Williams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Chargers, first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Howell throwing again after the pick 6. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. They'll run with Gibson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On the counter, Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Once more, Gibson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Sly able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Herbert. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately